Archaeological evidence suggests that significant human occupation of the Ballona wetlands began between 7,000 and 6,000 years ago. At the time, the settlement appears to be limited to just a bluff and what was a shallow lagoon. Approximately 1,000 years ago, the Ballona wetlands area was occupied by the Tongva Indians, who controlled most of the Los Angeles basin. They lived in a series of politically autonomous villages along the major drainages in favorable locations along the coast, with each village inhabited by about 50 to 200 people. Wetland areas along the coast, such as the Ballona wetlands, provided shellfish, small game, medicinal plants, and reeds as building materials.
Around 1820, a mestizo rancher named Agustin Machado chose Ballona wetlands to graze his cattle. After claiming 14,000 acres thanks to a land grant provided by the Mexican government, Machado took ownership of the area that today stretches from Culver City to Pico Boulevard in Santa Monica. Machado called that land Rancho La Ballona. While the Machados became wealthy, Ballona suffered its first major blow due to conflicting needs between the natural landscape and the grazing livestock. In the 1840s, while the Machados became wealthy, Ballona suffered its first major blow due to the conflicting needs between the natural landscape and the grazing livestock. In the 1840s, the Mexican War brought California under the jurisdiction of the United States. During the gold rush, immigrants from all over the country flocked to California, ignoring many of the Mexican land rights and claiming it as their own. Proving land entitlement became expensive and difficult thanks largely to the changing land and sea. Squatters soon took over the once thriving Ballona Rancho. During this time, many of these people hunted native Ballona birds for their stylish plumage. After Machado lost his claim to the land, the first signs of industry started appearing in and around Ballona. While the businesses thrived, the tides and weather inevitably proved too much for the owners, eventually washing away any profitable establishment in the area. It truly is gorgeous out here. The time of the aviation age brought about a heightened interest in development. With the late 19th century and early 20th centuries, Ballona hosted a bunch of new businesses that enjoyed a short, though fruitful run. A man by the name of Will Tell built a business at the mouth of Ballona, where sportsmen could hunt from their small boats. His business soon washed away, but interest in the area continued to mount. With the invention of the Pacific Electric car in the turn of the 20th century, people came to the beach more often and more commonly. In Ballona, new hotels sprung up, along with a fishing pier and bridge that covered the entire lagoon entrance. Boat and cart racing became popular too. The famous 1-mile pie pan racetrack brought in many spectators, but the past was destined to repeat itself. Heavy seas and rains proved too much for these attractions and eventually washed them all away. Then, Mines Field, which would eventually become LAX, settled in behind the El Segundo Dunes. Several years later, millionaire Howard Hughes bought an area encompassing Ballona, intended to house an aircraft factory. The factory was a little bit east of Lincoln Boulevard, leaving space for the Ballona wetlands to give liftoff.